Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to our Pilates class. Again, same as usual, we'll just give another 2 minutes and then we'll get going at about 16 minutes past. So, again, all you need is some water and a mat. And again, I have just mats facing in each direction so you can see the moves that I will be doing from each direction. Okay, good afternoon, guys. For those of you who just joined in there, again, we'll get going in the next 30 seconds or so. We're going to start on the mat as I did with the class on Monday. So head will be back on the mat, feet will be extended long, and then we'll just work through some breath work to start the class. Okay, so we get going there in the next 30 seconds or so, less 20 seconds. Okay, so again, for those that join in after, or that join in as we go, they can backtrack to the start of the class. Okay, right, we get going, guys. Again, head back to the floor to start. Okay, extend the legs long, and again, as I said, just working through some breath work to start off the class. So extend the legs long towards the floor in front of the mat, head back on the ground, and then from there, just get a full body stretch, and then just focus on your breath for the next 30 seconds or so. So again, what we're trying to focus on throughout the class is just synchronizing the moves with the breath. So controlling your breathing in and out. The next 20 to 30 seconds, what I want you to focus on is just the direction of your breath, the speed of your breath, and the way you're breathing in and out. So are you breathing in and out through your nose? Are you breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth? And just get to a breath which feels comfortable in each direction. So whatever breath you're using on the breath in, be it into the nose. Okay, just get used to that breath in. And then on the breath out, once more, just get used of breathing out through the nose or else out through the mouth, whatever's comfortable. Again, just reach as far as you can through the fingertips and through the toes. Just hold that position for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, guys, tuck your 2 knees to your chest, just wrap your hands around your legs, and then just hold that position. And again, using your breath, breathe in and breathe out, whatever direction you're using your breath. And then just gently start to move your body weight from left to right, just massaging out the lower back, nice and slowly. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, guys, extend the left leg long to the mat, tuck your right knee to your chest, wrap your hands again around that right leg and hold. And again, just use your breath, bring your focus to your breath, breathe in and breathe out. On the breath out, just feel that knee drift a little bit closer towards your chest. Now we'll swap sides. Extend the right leg long. Tuck your left knee to your chest, wrap your hands around that left leg and hold. And again, use your breath, just feel the breath in and feel the breath out. And on that breath out, just feel that left or right knee drift a little bit closer towards your chest. For 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, guys, tuck one knee to the chest again. So I'm going to bring my right knee to my chest, and then just use that position just to roll forward up to a seated position. Okay, from there, we're going to come to a cross-legged position. Okay, so left over right or right over left, whatever's comfortable. Stay nice and tall up through the spine. Then from there, I'm going to bring my left hand to the floor. Right hand comes up overhead, just getting a side bend, just walking that left hand out, reaching that right hand up overhead as far as I can. And for me, again, I have my right hand overhead, so I'm trying to keep my right hip bone on the floor as much as possible. Again, using the breath, so synchronizing the breath with the move, just trying to feel that stretch along your right or left hand side. For 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, swapping sides. So walk the right hand out. Again, I'm sweeping my left hand overhead, so I'm trying to keep my left hip bone on the floor at all times. And again, using my breath, just trying to reach that hand a slight bit further overhead on each breath out. Good. Okay, from there, guys, come back to center. Again, if you can, try and place your 2 hands in front of your body, and then just try and shift your body forward, and then just transfer onto all fours if possible. If not, just transfer onto all fours nice and slowly. Just take your time setting up. Okay, from there, again, just getting a bit of movement through our spine. So again, knees are stacked beneath our hips, hands are stacked beneath our shoulders. From there, once more, just focus on drawing your two shoulder blades together. And then when you've done that, drop the lower back towards the floor, and then look straight ahead towards the wall, towards the door, towards the screen in front of you. And again, just hold that position now, just taking a few deep breaths in and out. Good. When you're ready, then focus on your breath in, and then on the breath out, we're going to reverse that. So drop the tailbone, lift the shoulder blades as high as you can, press the two hands to the floor, and hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, from there, guys, sitting back on the heels as far as you can, so put as much weight through the feet as possible. Okay, reach the two hands in front, drop the head towards the mat, and just hold that position. And again, use your breath, just try and creep your hands forward as far as you can. Try and keep all the weight back on your heels. Tuck the head in, reach the hands, start to creep the fingertips forward as far as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, guys, back to all fours. When you're ready, then we're going to spike the hips up towards the roof, drop the heels down towards the floor, and then from there, walk the hands in towards the feet, and then we'll come to a stand. Okay, from there, again, placing the feet a little bit narrower the shoulder width apart on the mat. Just gently start to move your body weight from left to right. So just turning off that outside foot. So stabilize yourself on one leg, and then the opposite foot will come off the ground for a split second. Just rotating your torso from the hips to the head, left to right. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, again, stepping to the back of your mat. Hands come directly up overhead into our inchworm, so down we touch the toes. From there, we walk our hands out to a push-up or a high plank position. We hold that high plank position. And then from there, into our swan dive. So lifting the hips up, dropping the head between the hands, then use the momentum, press through your hands, press through your elbows, sweep the body forward and through. Keep the chest off the floor at all times, and then from there, into our cobra. So dropping the shoulders back and down, looking straight ahead, trying to keep the hips on the floor at all times. 3, 2, and 1. Turn the toes in towards the floor. From there, once more, spike the hips up towards the roof. Drop the hands to the floor. Drop the heels to the floor, and then walk the hands back in towards the feet and come to a stand. Okay, we'll get one more. So again, hands come overhead. Try to keep the legs as straight as possible. Reach down, touch the toes. Hold for a split second. Walk your hands out again to that high plank position. Hold it again for a split second. When you're ready, then spike the hips up towards the roof. Drop the heels to the floor. And once more, sweep the body forward and through. Keep your chest off the floor, pressing through the hands, pressing through the elbows, rolling the shoulders back and down. Try to keep your two hip bones at the front of your body on the floor. Just hold that position now for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, once more, turn the toes in, so stabilize yourself on the mat. Lift your hips up, drop your head between your hands, and then from there, walk your hands slowly in toward your feet and come to a stand. Okay, from there, guys, again, as I always do, we're just going to get a bit of single leg work to start off. So I'm going to start by standing on my right leg. Okay, shoulders will come back and down, so stay nice and tall up to the spine and onto the head. And from there, hands will come to my hips. Okay, from there, starting off again, as we did in previous classes, just sweeping the leg forward and back. So again, for the next 90 seconds or so, what I want you to focus on is keeping as much stability through that standing leg as you can. Obviously, to increase the difficulty, sweep that leg forward and back a little bit further in front of the body and behind the body. But again, as I said, if you're familiar with the concepts of Pilates, just think about, again, engaging and controlling yourself through your pelvic floor. Okay, from there, feet come back together, nice and slowly then, shoulders back and down, and then just start to work outside the body and then control back to its starting position. So again, we're not making this a momentum swing. Control outside the body and reset. So at no time should your torso start to shift forward, back, left, or right. At all times, you're stabilizing yourself through that standing leg. Just think of that standing leg at 6 o'clock, and then that moving leg is moving towards either 4 or 8 o'clock. Good, so nice controlled, reach, reset, and again, you're just controlling out and back in. From there, bring the foot back, turn that foot, so externally rotate that leg to 45 degrees. Shoulders come back and down. You can release the hands by the side if you'd like. And then from there, into our attitude kick. So just controlling up and down. Obviously, again, the further you increase the distance in which you lift that leg, the more difficult to move. But at all times, think just tap the heel. Once that heel comes back in contact with the mat, you bring it straight back up to a lift. Again, think about lifting to the hip. We're not lifting, we're not shifting our torso to lift that leg. Nice control, lift and reset. If you need a break at any stage, just drop that leg that's moving to the floor. Good. Okay, from there, keep that foot externally rotated as far as you can. And then from there, we'll take it to an actual hold. Okay, so lift and hold. Rotate the foot as far as you can. We'll hold that for about 10 seconds. Good. Straight lines again up through the spine, out through the head. Don't let the chin drop towards the chest. 3, 2, 1. Last one on the right leg. Shoulders back and down. Hands come back to the hips. And then from there, lift that leg to 90 degrees and hold. So again, stabilize yourself in the standing leg. Grip the mat with the big toe on the heel bone. So again, think about resurrecting that arch in that standing leg for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take a second. Reset. We'll swap sides. Okay, so again, I'm swapping onto my left foot. So I'm standing on my left foot this time. Shoulders back and down once more. Hands will come by my sides to start off, or at my hips. And then nice and slowly, again, soften that support knee. And then just gently start to move the leg forward and back. So again, throughout all the moves over the next 25 to 30 minutes, think about quality in the movements as opposed to moving through the moves too quickly. So nice controls. Again, think about trying to synchronize your breath with moves, trying to engage pelvic floor. And again, I'll talk about some more concepts in terms of trying to draw your rib cage down, trying to draw your belly button toward your spine. So if you can incorporate some of those concepts, even better. From there, guys, bring the foot back together, shoulders back and down, hands on the hips. And then from there, take to a side kick. So again, control in each direction. Again, if you notice, I'm not shifting towards my right or left hand side to lift the leg, control and reset. Again, get to a point. If you just move from 6 o'clock to 5 or 7 o'clock, that's perfectly fine. Small movements, but again, you control the movement and you determine the difficulty of the move. Good. Okay, from there, again, come back to standing. Externally rotate that foot that's moving, shoulders back and down. I'm going to release my hands by my sides, and then from there into our actual kick. So kick, reset, kick, and reset. Again, at all times, do not make it a momentum swing. So think about controlling. Imagine somebody's pulling your leg up with a piece of string up towards the roof. Controlling in a good, safe, again, strong manner, up and down. From there, guys, keep that foot again externally rotated. We'll take it to a hold. So lift and hold. Holding for 10 seconds. Again, turning the foot out as far as you can. Shoulders back and down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset. Shoulders back and down. Last one. Again, keep your hands by your sides if you like. Bring the leg up to 90 degrees and hold. Again, if you need to take a break, just tap the foot off the ground and go again. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reset. Okay, last part of the warm-up, guys. Again, what I want you to do to start off in terms of your foot placement is to place your feet about hip distance apart. Okay, so feet are in line with hips. Feet are then in line with shoulders. Shoulders come back and down. From there, again, think about resurrecting the arch in both feet. So grip the mat through your big toe and your heel bone on both feet. And then as you do that, imagine drawing a line between those 2 points, closing the gap between your big toe and your heel bone. Shoulders then come back and down. And then from there, hands come by the sides onto the hips. Okay, from there, into a few pelvic shifts. So again, we'll do this from standing, and then we'll also do this from an all-fours position, which we did in the warm-up already, and then from lying flat on our back. So again, if you look at the screen, I'm just shifting my pelvis forward and back. I'm keeping my head in neutral at all times, and then I'm getting to my 2 extremes. So extreme number 1, getting that arch in my lower back, and then reversing that by pushing my hips forward, flattening off my lower back. So let's get 2 or 3 more in each direction. Good for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, guys, when you're ready, come to that neutral point, a neutral pelvic position. Okay, and then holding that position for the next 30 seconds or so. Release the hands by the sides, shoulders again come back and down. And again, think about your foot placement, think about where you're gripping the mat or the floor or the carpet underneath your feet. Shoulders back and down. From there, I want you to think about externally rotating the legs. So rotating the legs, so gently opening up the inside of the legs. Shoulders back and down. And then from there, just take 30 seconds to again think about pelvic floor. Think about your transverse abdominals, the muscles in around your hip bones at the front of your body. I'll give you some cues in terms of activating pelvic floor and transverse abdominals. Okay, so tailbone to pubic bone is cue number 1. From there, lift pubic bone up towards your navel, up towards your pubic bone. Again, synchronize your breaths. Think about your breath out, your pelvic floor connection. Breath in, you're holding that connection, and your next breath out, trying to re-engage or reinforce that connection. If you understand that, if you can get that, really good. And then I'll take it on to trying to think about dropping your belly button toward your spine. Think about pelvic floor engagement. Once you have done that, then think about trying to drop your belly button toward your spine. But again, keeping your tummy as quiet as possible, the area just in around the top of your rib cage. Keep that as quiet as possible for now. And again, keep the glutes quiet. Okay, so just take 2 or 3 more deep breaths in and out. Then we'll make our way onto all fours on that. Good. Okay, from there, guys, make your way onto all fours. Okay, grab a quick drink of water if you'd like. Again, feel free to drop a comment so I know who's tuned in. Okay, we'll get going on all fours. Okay, so when we're ready, guys, popping off all fours on the hands and on the knees. Okay, so again, my knees are stacked directly beneath my hips. My hands are stacked directly beneath my shoulders. As we just did from standing, think about getting to that neutral point between those two extremes. So extreme 1, dropping the lower back towards the floor and looking straight ahead. And then extreme 2 is lifting the shoulder blades, pressing the 2 hands into the floor. Okay, from there, come to neutral, so find that neutral point. And again, let's think about our breath now for the next 20 seconds. Again, breathing in, breathing out, pelvic floor engagement, lifting tailbone to pubic bone up towards the navel. So again, throughout the class, those are the 2 main points. Think about your breath, and again, synchronizing your breath to activate the pelvic floor throughout all of the moves. From there, guys, reaching right hand in front, maintaining that neutral pelvic position. Then start to move the left leg behind the body. Okay, we're going to hold this position for 30 seconds on each side. So reach right hand, reach left foot behind the body, and again, without moving any limbs or anything within the body, focus on your breath, focus on activating the pelvic floor, and then focus on keeping as much stability throughout your body as you can. So reaching the hand in front, keeping the head in neutral, keeping your pelvis in neutral. If you feel you've lost that neutral pelvic position, as you start to move your right hand and left foot, reset your hand and your foot to the floor, and then start to move once more. So again, quality in the movements, as opposed to getting too much out of the movements in terms of speed or difficulty. Good. From there, reset. Again, ensure you're in neutral. My hands are beneath my shoulders, my knees are beneath my hips. I'm in that neutral pelvic position. And then from there, reaching left hand in front to start for me, and then right hand or right leg extension. Okay, so again, good straight line, 30 seconds. Focus again on your breath. And then focus on keeping as much stability through your body as you can. So again, control, be nice and forceful on that breath out to engage pelvic floor. Again, that sling of muscle beneath your body, between your upper body and your lower body. Bringing tailbone to pubic bone, lifting pubic bone up toward your navel. And then in turn, if you can, think about dropping your navel toward your spine. Good for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, reset again onto all fours. We're now going to make it a bit more dynamic. So reaching, again, starting from an all fours position, reaching right hand and left foot in front. Okay, so control movements. Once you get to full extension, reset. We're going to do 5 off each side. Okay, so reach, breath out, breath in as you reset. So again, as you start to move the limbs away from the body or from their starting points, breathe out. Breathe in as you reset. Again, breath out, pelvic floor connection, maintaining as much stability through the body, through that pelvic floor as possible. Breathe in, reset. Breath out, extend, and maintain stability. Reset. Again, we're swapping sides. Before we start to swap sides, again, ensure you are in neutral. Okay, good flat line for the lower back and a good straight line through the head. From there, reaching left hand and right foot for me. Extend. Reset. Extend and breath out. Reset and breath in. 3 more. Extend. Breathe in, reset. 2 more. Extend, breath out. Last time, breath out, extend, and reset. Okay, from there, guys, you sit back into child's pose for a split second. Okay, just reaching back, reaching the hand in front, and then just hold that position for 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Okay, from there, guys, just transfer into a seated position. Okay, and then when you're ready, just come into that cross-legged position, which we did again at the start of the class in our warm-up. Okay, so again, cross the legs, but again, get to a position where you feel maybe uncomfortable in terms of crossing one leg over the other. So if you're crossing left over right, okay, maybe just change it up, just challenge the body slightly. Okay, as we did in the warm-up, just get a few side bends into our mermaid. So shoulders back and down once more. For me, I'm bringing my right hand directly up overhead. And then I'm bringing my left hand and cupping my left hand on the mat or on the floor. From there, again, taking a deep breath in. Let's focus now again on that breath and using your breath throughout the move. So from there, take a breath in. On the breath out, start to walk that hand right overhead. So again, a little bit more control than we did in the warm-up. So reach the left hand, creep the left hand, and then reach the right hand directly up overhead. Okay, from that, get to that point, hold that position, hold that point. And again, let's think about using your breaths. So maintain stability, use your breaths, think about pelvic floor engagements, pelvic floor activation, whatever you want to do in terms of trying to get that mind's eye working in terms of keeping as much stability up through the spine as possible. My right hand is up overhead, so I'm trying to keep my right hip bone on the floor at all times. From there, nice and slowly, come back to center, control yourself back up to center. Left hand comes up overhead, right hand for me walks out towards the mat, towards my right hand side, and I sweep my left hand up overhead. Again, get to a point which you feel you can control, that you're keeping your left hip bone on the floor. My left hand is overhead, so I'm keeping my left hip bone on the floor. And again, be nice and forceful now when your breath out. Be conscious of your breaths, the direction of your breath, the speed of your breaths. And reset. Again, nice and slowly. Bring the left hand to the floor, bring the right hand up overhead, ensure you're nice and tall up through your spine, so you're trying to elongate your spine as much as possible. From there, walk the left hand out overhead, or left hand out, and reach the right hand overhead. Again, maintain that stability, keeping my right hip bone on the floor, feeling that stretch to my right side. Again, use your breaths, think about direction of your breaths, what your breath out is doing, what your breath in is doing, and reset. One more then, opposite side. So left hand overhead, right hand walks out, nice controlled. Again, get to a point which you feel you can control, that your body is not just falling over to the side. Again, use your breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, and reset. Brilliant. Shoulders back and down, guys. Again, as we did in the warm-up, if you can, bring your two hands in front and then just try and transfer onto all fours. So crossing the legs, pressing through the hands, and then coming onto all fours. Okay, if you can't do that, move nice and slowly, just make your way to all fours. Okay, from there, hands come slightly in front of the head. Okay, feet come back into a good strong position, feet nice and wide. Okay, and then from there, I'm just going to hold this position for 30 seconds. Okay, so hands directly beneath the shoulders, good straight line, balancing on the toes, screwing the hands into the floor. And now for the next 20 seconds, what I want you to think about is, again, trying to be as forceful as you can with that activation or engagement of the pelvic floor. So again, use your breath. Breathe in on your breath out, tailbone to pubic bone towards the navel. Draw your navel up towards your belly button. Sorry, draw your belly button towards your spine, rather. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to do that once more. So again, just sitting back into child's pose for a split second. Take a break on the hands and the shoulders and the lats. Okay, and once more, again, hands on the floor, slightly in front of the head, step back with the feet. And again, let's be really forceful now. So take 4 or 5 deep breaths in and out. Okay, and then maintain that stability through the lower back, to the pelvis. And use your breath as much as you can to stabilize yourself in that position. So again, challenging move. If you really focus on your breath, trying to get as much engagement or activation through that slinging muscle beneath the body. Good, we'll go for another 10 seconds. Then use your breaths. Take one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. And relax. Brilliant. Again, sitting back into child's pose, guys, just taking a break on the hands. Reach the hands in front. Okay, and then when you're ready, we're going to make our way with our head back on the mat. Okay, so head will be flat on the mat as we were at the very start of the class. Okay, and feet will be extended to start. Okay, so head back on the floor. When you're ready then, again, let's come to that position where your 2 feet are flat on the floor, feet are hip distance apart, shoulders are back and down, head is relaxed. And then from there, by yourself, again, to get 2 or 3 pelvic rotations, so shifting the pelvis forward and back, lifting the lower back off the ground, and then reversing that by dropping the lower back onto the mat. Okay, so let's get 2 or 3 there by yourself. Again, lift the lower back off the ground, reverse that, drop the lower back onto the floor. And again, you're getting to your 2 extremes, the exact same concept of what you did from standing and from all fours. So again, think about separating that portion of your back, lifting the lower back off the ground, and then reversing it by dropping the lower back onto the floor. When you're ready, then come to that neutral position. Okay, so a neutral pelvic position. And then when you're ready, I want you to extend your right leg long to the ground. Okay, dropping the right heel to the floor. From there, guys, hands come behind the head. We're just going to practice on one side. So hands again, just cup behind the head. Don't interlock the fingers. Just gently rest the hands on the back of the head. When you're ready, then again, think about lifting to a pelvic floor, and then lift the shoulder blades off the ground. Keep the head neutral. Lift from the breastbone. Lift from pelvic floor. Get to a point which you feel you can maintain stability, and then just slowly make your way back down to rest the head on the floor. Okay, we'll get 5 reps just to practice to get ready for our next move. So lifting the shoulder blades off the ground. Again, you're initiating the lift. As you lift off, you breathe out. And as you breathe in, you drop your head back and your shoulders back to the floor. 2 more. Lift the shoulders off. Breathe in as you relax back down. Okay, 1 more, just to practice. Lift, breath out. And then relax back down on the breath in. Okay, from there, keeping the legs in position as they are. Keeping your hands directly up overhead this time, so reach 2 hands to the sky. From there, keep your left hand directly up overhead. And then when you're ready, I want you to bring your right hand across to the opposite knee. Okay, so if your right knee is bent, you're bringing your left hand towards your right knee. My left knee is bent, so I'm bringing my right hand across to my left knee. From there, the exact same movement, only that my hands are not behind my head. So breathe out, lift the shoulder blades off the ground. Breath in, reset. We're going to go for 12 reps on each side. Okay, so we know the movements in terms of lifting our upper body off the ground. But again, let's think about our breath. Synchronize the breath with the lift. And then synchronize the breath, relaxing your shoulders and your head back to the floor. That's 3 done for me. Okay, so again, work for 12 reps and just listen to my coaching points throughout. So as I breathe out, I lift. I keep my left hand directly up overhead. And at all times, I'm not trying to reach the right hand across the body. I'm just trying to close the distance between my right hand and my left knee. If I can get my left hand, or my right hand rather, outside my left knee, good and well. If not, keep your head neutral and do not reach the head across to cheat and try to use your momentum to swing across the body. So at all times, your head stays in line with your breastbone. If you want to make the move tougher, lift your right heel off and then hover above the ground. Good. I have 6 more reps to do. Again, oblique crunch, so reaching the right hand to the left knee, but at no times do you start to move your head. Your head stays in neutral at all times. Breath out, tailbone to pubic bone. As I do that, I lift off the floor. And as I breathe in, I relax back to the ground. 3 more reps for me. I'm keeping my right heel hovering above the ground. To make it easier, I can drop my right heel to the floor. Good. Keep as much energy through your right leg or the straight leg as possible. 1 more rep for me. And reset. Good. Okay, for me then, I'm going to extend my left leg long. I'm going to bend my right knee up to 90 degrees. Okay, and then once more to restart, 2 hands go directly up overhead. From there, I'm going to bring my left hand towards my right knee. My right hand stays directly up overhead. And then from there, again, as we did with our both hands behind our head, start to lift the shoulder blades off the ground, lift the head off the ground, and then start to work your way into that pulse across the body. So just gently pulsing across the body, going for 12 reps. That's 3 done for me. Good. So again, breath out, start to lift. To make it tougher, let the straight leg heel just hover above the floor. So again, to use the breath now, think about the direction of your breath, think about the speed of your breath, and think of the direction of your body as you start to breathe. So again, you're not reaching the head across at all times. If you're to go straight ahead into a mirror, your head should be in neutral, your head should be looking straight ahead. It should not be rotating left or right. So there should be an equal distance between each shoulder and your head. Good, I've got 3 more. Again, I'm keeping my right hand directly overhead into that slight pulse, just lifting shoulders and the head off the ground. Good, 2 more. 1 more. And relax. Good, okay, from there, extend the 2 legs long, reach the 2 hands directly up overhead. Okay, and then from there, we're into our leg lowers. Okay, so again, just take a second to yourself there, grab a quick drink of water if you'd like. Okay, so change it up slightly actually. Okay, the 2 legs will be extended. 2 hands will come directly up overhead once more. Okay, so extend the 2 legs long to the ground. From there, into our straight leg sit up. So again, start to initiate this lift through your pelvic floor. Again, think about breathing out. So as I breathe out, I start to lift my body off the ground, and then I reach towards my feet. Okay, from there, slowly peel yourself back down. Keep your forearms parallel to your legs. Peel yourself back down. When you get to the floor, when your shoulders start to touch the floor, reach your hands back up overhead to your starting position. Okay, 12 reps. Again, I'll talk you through it, and then you just count for your reps. So again, starting off, breathe out, reach, and then reach long towards the feet. Keep the legs straight at all times. Don't bend the knees to reach towards the feet. Slowly peel yourself back down, and bring the 2 hands directly up, back overhead. Breath out, reach long to the feet. Again, you're not bending the knees to get to the feet. Keep the legs straight at all times. 2 hands, forearms parallel to the legs on the way back down. As soon as your shoulders start to make contact with the floor, bring your 2 legs or 2 hands back overhead. Okay, think about peeling yourself 1 vertebrae at a time back down to the floor, and then lifting again off the ground in the same format. So lift. Again, let's not make it a momentum swing or a momentum lift. If you can't get off the floor, just get to a point in which you feel you can lift your upper body slightly off the ground. When you've got to that point, then just work in that range. On the way back down, control yourself, peel yourself back down towards the floor, get to the floor, reset, and then start to lift again through pelvic floor. Again, we're not swinging off the ground, we're controlling. It's a tough move. Okay, it's control down the floor, and then control back up to your starting position. Again, initiate that lift through pelvic floor. You want to think about it in terms of breathing out as you come up, and then breathing in as you come back down. 3 more for me. Breath out. Again, I'm lifting to pelvic floor. I'm not lifting through my abdominals too much. I'm thinking about starting to move through my pelvic floor. Good, reaching long to the legs. 2 more. Good, last one for me. Peeling myself slowly back down to the floor. And relax. Okay, from there, guys, get a full body stretch. So again, reach the hands directly up overhead. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Okay, and then I'll explain our next move. Okay, so from there, guys, 2 hands again directly up overhead to start. And then I want you to bring your 2 legs up overhead to meet the feet. Okay, so into our leg lowers. So feet are again stacked directly above our hips. Okay, if you want to make this move easier, you can bring your hands by your sides, just place your palms on the floor. Okay, exact same thing as we did in terms of lifting our upper body off the floor. So again, breath out, lift the shoulder blades off, and hold. Again, to make this move tougher, 2 hands come directly up overhead to meet the feet. From there, nice and slowly, breath out, drop the left leg to the floor. Breath in, reset, 6 off each side. Breath out, drop the opposite leg. Alternate between left and right side. Again, think about dropping down through pelvic floor and think about lifting back up through pelvic floor. Good. Again, if you feel any tension on your neck, drop the head back to the floor, reset your position, and then start once more. Good. 3 more. 2 more. And relax. From there, 2 knees to the chest. We do that once more. Okay, we're used to the move. So again, reset your position. Bring your 2 feet flat to the floor to start if you like. Okay, and then from there, hands come by the sides or directly up overhead. 2 legs come directly up overhead. Okay, from there, again, think about lifting your upper body off the floor through your pelvic floor. Think about pinning your breastbone to the ground. Lift the shoulder blades and hold. Get your bearings, reset. 2 hands overhead or by your sides, and let's go for 6 on each leg again. Okay, so again, as you drop the limb away from the body, breath out. As you bring the limb or the leg back up to its starting position, breathe in. Be really focusing on your breath, the direction of your breath. Don't drop the legs quickly, drop them nice and slowly. If it's too tough, hold behind one leg as you drop the opposite leg. Again, think about your breath. So really use your breath, be forceful on your breath out. Okay, to take any pressure or tension off your neck. Good, 1 more off each side for me. And relax. Okay, take a second, guys. Okay, our next move is challenging. And if it's too much, just repeat the move we're just after doing. Okay, so into our straight leg rotations. Okay, so again, I'll just show you quickly from each direction. So again, the exact same thing with our upper body, the exact same thing with our starting position with our legs up overhead. Hands will come then by the sides, point toes up towards the roof, lift the shoulder blades off the ground, and then from there, start to work the legs from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, back down to 9, and then back up to 12 o'clock. Okay, that move, side on. 2 legs overhead. From there, again, we lift the shoulder blades off in the same manner, drop the legs 3 o'clock, back down to 6, back to 9, and then back to 12. Okay, we're going to do 6 in each direction. Okay, and we'll alternate between each position or each direction every time. If it's too much, just repeat the move we just did. Okay, so for me, hands again come by my sides, point toes up towards the roof, head back on the floor to start, and then reset, take a breath in, breath out, lift the shoulder blades off the ground. Point toes up towards the roof, grip your hands by your side if you want, and then from there, I'm going to start by moving both legs towards my right side. Keep as much energy to your both legs as I can. Okay, and off we go. Nice control, we go together. Okay, 3 to 6, round to 9, back to 12, reset. This time, opposite direction. Good, 9 through 6, through 3 o'clock, back down to 12. If it's too much, again, just go to your leg door. Opposite direction, we're doing 12 in total. Good, control circles, opposite direction. Good, 4. Pretty good, it's 5. Again, hold the position. If it's too much, take a break or bring it back to your leg doors. Good, 6. Halfway. Good, out to the right. 3 o'clock, through 6, through 9, back to 12. Opposite direction. Good, 9 o'clock, through 6, through 3, and back round. Good, through 3, through 6, through 9, back to 12, control it nice and slowly, 3 more to go, 9 o'clock, through 6, through 3, and back to starting position, 1 more in each direction. Bring the legs to 3, through 6, through 9, back to 12, last one, control at all times. Bring the 2 legs back overhead, drop the head back, and relax. Good. Okay, take a second, guys. Again, get a full body stretch to stretch out the abdominals if you want. 3 tough moves there in a row. Good. Okay, from there, tuck your right knee or left knee to your chest. And as we did at the very beginning of the class, once more, use that position just to roll forward up to that seated position. Okay, from there, guys, stay nice and tall. Okay, up to the spine. So a good straight line to the legs, good straight line up to the spine, keeping the head in neutral at all times. Okay, from there, hands come in front. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Keep the hands high. So imagine you have plates stacked across your forearms. And the plates can't drop. Reach in front, reach as far as you can. Hold that position. Imagine somebody is pulling your two hands forward. So just get that stretch across your shoulder blades for 3, 2, and 1. We'll do that once more. Reset. Shoulders back and down. Hands come in front. Take a breath in, breath out. Reach the hands. Again, imagine somebody is pulling your two hands forward. Tuck your head in between your hands and reach as far as you can. Good for 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, from there, guys, the last move. Again, just transferring onto all fours. Okay, we're going to work here for about 45 seconds, and you pick the difficulty, okay, or the intensity of which you want to work at. Okay, so again, on all fours, hands come directly beneath the shoulders, rolling onto the tops of the knees. So step back with your left knee, step back with your right knee. Okay, and from there, bring the feet together, point the toes away from the body. Okay, into our Pilates push-up. So think of this as a tricep push-up, so you're targeting the back of your arms. Brushing your elbows by your sides, press your chest to the ground, and then press back away from the floor. Okay, we're going to work for 45 seconds. If you want to make this move tougher, come back into a full push-up position once more. Brush your elbows by your sides, and press back up, keeping your elbows by your rib cage. Okay, working whatever direction you want. We're going 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So again, brush your elbows by your sides. If it's too much, get all the way to the floor and then all the way back into your starting position. Just go halfway and then gently press back up. So again, work in whatever range you feel you can work in. If you're just bending your elbows slightly, aiming to brush your elbows by your sides, that's perfectly fine. If you can get all the way to the floor, get all the way to the floor. Okay, but work in whatever direction or whatever variation of this move you feel you can maintain as much stability through your lower back, particularly. Good. Okay, we'll go for 20 seconds. So again, if you need your break, just hold that position. If you want to keep going, drop the chest and reset. Again, think about the quality of the move. Think about pelvic floors. Don't forget about it. Breath out on the way down. Breath in as you reset. Good. Pelvic floor, nice and controlled. 10 seconds. Just get 2 or 3 more done. Again, work in whatever direction you want. Work in whatever range you want. If you're just bending your elbow slightly, do so. Okay, and then from there, we get 3 more reps of whatever variation you were doing. And relax. Brilliant. Okay, from there, guys, again, just sitting back into child's pose. Okay, relaxing the feet back, sitting as much weight on your feet as you can, reaching the hands in front and holding. Okay, let's just hold that position for about 20 seconds or so, just after 5 to 2 there. If anyone needs to shoot off. If not, guys, we'll just get a cool down. So again, we'll be done in about 3 or 4 minutes less. Okay, from there, again, sitting all your way back onto your feet. Try to walk your hands out towards your right hand side as far as you can, just feeling a stretch along your left side. As you do that, again, drop the head in between both hands. Okay, and swap sides. So again, walk the hands out, the left side or right side, and then feel the stretch along the opposite side of the body. Okay, from there, again, come back to center, into our cat camel. So again, hands beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, just drop the lower back to the ground, and then just look straight ahead. So really focus on that gaze ahead, just feeling the stretch into the abdominals. Okay, breathe in, and then once more, breath out, reverse it, drop tailbone to the floor, press 2 hands into the ground. Okay, we'll get 1 more in each direction, drop the lower back, look straight ahead. Okay, focus on your breath in, breath out, reverse it, drop the tailbone, press 2 hands into the ground, get the shoulder blades as high as you can up towards the roof. And relax. Okay, from there, guys, again, pop the hips up towards the roof, drop the heels to the floor, and then walk the hands in towards the feet, and just come to a stand. Okay, from there, guys, again, feet about shoulder width apart, or a little bit narrower than shoulder width apart. Fold the hands, okay, tip from the hips, and then from there, slight bend in the knees, and then just slightly or gently work from left to right. Good. Okay, from there, bring the feet together, pin the feet together. Okay, reach the hands towards the front of the body, towards the front of the toes. Just let the upper body hang towards the ground. If you can place the palms of your hands on the floor, do so. Good. So again, just use your breaths. Breath out, just feel the backs of the legs relax. Try to straighten the knees as much as possible. Slip the hips back. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, just come to a stand. Hands come by the sides. Just roll the shoulders back and down 2 or 3 times. Okay, from there, bring the head to neutral, bring the shoulders to neutral. From there, when you're ready, look over your right shoulder as far as you can. Again, don't rotate the torso, keep your shoulders facing forward. Okay, reset, opposite direction. Go over the left or right shoulder as far as you can. Keep the 2 shoulders facing forward. Okay, reset to center. From there, look towards the roof. From there, reset, tuck the chin up towards the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Excellent stuff, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for tuning in. And again, hope you're all keeping well. Stay with us as much as you can. And we will speak to you soon. Thanks a million, guys. Take care.